I want to talk about why most people fail at being an artist. And this is my best advice to overcoming these challenges. And I'm going to explain to you what I use to overcome what I think are the biggest challenges in becoming an artist. But before we jump into it, this tattoo is on my apprentice. His name's David Grillo, but I call him Pepe.
I'm Pepe Grillo.
He's a little on the dark side, so but we tattoo people of all shapes and colors. And this is the homie, so he's getting a tatty. You'll probably see his leg quite a few more times over the course of the next year. But I want to talk about why most people fail. I think it's real clear why most people fail at becoming an artist. And it's because other than the normal difficulties of making something and selling it, I think most people get caught up in other people's opinions of their art. And I see this in a lot of different people. When people tell me like, oh, I wanted to be an artist and I just ended up going down a different path, I go, you probably cared too much about what your mom said, your dad said, your friends say, people on Instagram. Like, there is part of being an artist that requires you to overcome what people think about your art. I think about this a lot as a young artist who had to put things on the internet to showcase what I had done, and those feelings that came up of what are people thinking about my art? And for me, it was a little bit extra difficult because I did not grow up being an artist. I learned how to draw and make art at the same time that I learned how to tattoo. I literally did not pick up a pencil and draw something until I was 19 or 20. And because of that, I have this really distinct understanding of what that feeling was because I had never experienced it up until that point. Now, part of that was also that I didn't have my identity wrapped up in what an artist is, and that's something you might want to consider as well. But there was one thing that always circled back in my head whenever I came across this feeling of ooh, what are people thinking about the things I'm creating? And it's this idea of I do not have to make something that everyone likes. In fact, I really only need to create something that 1% of people like, which gave me this overwhelming comfort while creating and sharing my things. I don't need my parents, my sister, my mom, my dad, my family to like the things I'm creating. I just need one in 100. And if you create art with this type of idea where it's I don't have to be loved by everyone. I just need one person out of 100, which inevitably is very easy to do. And if I do that and I accomplish that goal, I'll be more successful. I'll have more money. I'll be the greatest artist that could ever exist if I just get 1% of people to like my stuff. And that feeling, that idea, that concept, still every day when I create a video and I think about, oh man, what are the tattooers that I love and appreciate thinking about me? I go 1%. That's it. That's all I need. 1% of people to enjoy this video. And if I can do that, then I will have all the success, all the love, all the appreciation of the crap I make, always have enough. And more so, that's a ton of people. 1% of a billion people is a shit ton of people. And it's pretty obvious and pretty clear that you can get one person out of 100 to enjoy whatever crap you're making. And even more so, I bet you could get one person out of 100 to buy that thing. But if you're trying to make everyone happy, you're doomed to fail. The amount of criticism you will receive is overwhelming, and it will be consuming, and you will want to quit creating anything and everything, and you'll have to go be a plumber or a truck driver or whatever crap you don't want to be. Ain't nothing wrong with those jobs. I'm just saying, you're gonna have to pick the job you don't want to do if you cannot overcome the fact that most people are not gonna like the shit you make. And that is okay, because you just need that 1%. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, stay tuned for next week. Just so you know, we are booking for September and July in Southern California. Book an appointment, get a sick panther tattoo or a pirate or a girl head or something cool, and we'll make it happen.